Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have sushi. And before people start commenting like, oh, I thought you didn't eat meat, blah blah blah, I'm actually gonna try eating fish. I haven't had fish since I went vegan, like in 9 months. But yeah, even when I was vegan, I thought about eating fish on and off. I just never did. So yeah, today is gonna be the first time in 9 months that I eat fish, so it's gonna be interesting. But before I went vegan, I loved sushi, so yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this. But anyways, let's just get started. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different rolls. I don't know enough about sushi to remember what each one is, and they didn't label them or anything, so I'm just gonna kind of be eating them, I guess. And probably struggling with these chopsticks, so. Oh, this is gonna be hard. That's super good. Yummy. Looks like it has cream cheese in it, maybe some salmon. That's what it looks like. It's bomb. Oh, and I forgot to say, the people who requested sushi, thank you guys for requesting. Erica Wild, Hannah K, Karen, Jacqueline Ortiz, and Angela Alejandro. So, thank you guys for giving me the idea. So today, I'm going to be telling the story of one of the times I got in a fight. I'm going to tell my boring story, my fight story today, just because my other fight story is so crazy that I don't want you guys to have super high standards for my fight stories, because if I tell that one first, this one won't even compare, so yeah. Okay, so basically, the girl I got in a fight with, so the fight happened my freshman year of high school, and the girl I got in a fight with, just for some background information, we had been really good friends in 7th grade. We were best friends, just I was kind of going through a rebellious phase. And so that's why I hung out with her. She was just kind of that kind of girl. And she we used to do stupid stuff. We smoked weed when we were 13. We would drink beer, not get drunk, but drink beer, and we used to steal lip liners from Walgreens, even though I didn't even wear makeup then, so I don't know why I was stealing lip liner, but then 8th grade, we kind of stopped being friends just because I was in honors. And so I kind of had friends that I met in honors that I wanted to hang out with more. And I just kind of got over my rebellious phase, and so I just started hanging out with other kids. So it wasn't me and her stopped being friends on bad terms. It was just we just kind of weren't as close anymore. We were still kind of friends just because like everyone was kind of in the same friends group, so like we still hung out with the same kind of people in a sense. We just weren't as close. Mm. And so like freshman year, we obviously weren't as close either. Um, but this other girl that we had been best friends with. So in 7th grade, it was like the three of us. Like it was me. I'm gonna call the girl that I fought. I'm gonna call her Haley. And then there was another girl we were friends with who it was like the three of us. We were just like super close in 7th grade, and they remained friends in high school. Like I think they're still like really good friends. Um, and so the other girl that me and Haley were friends with had an older sister, and her older sister was friends with Jessica, the girl who bullied me in high school. If you haven't seen the video, I made like a whole story time on it, but basically this like upperclassman named, well, her name's not Jessica, but I call her Jessica. She like bullied me, and so Haley's best friend's sister was good friends with Jessica, if that makes sense. And so Haley, um, Haley was just the kind of girl that, well, she like really wanted to look cool, you know? Especially like starting out high school, I think she just wanted to like fit in really bad and like try to be cooler than she was, or act cooler than she was. Like she was always kind of like a troubled kid. Eventually I think she went to alternative high school instead of like regular high school because she just got in so much trouble. So I think she was like trying to prove herself to like the older kids that she was cool and like just fit in really hard. Um, especially especially since she kind of had an in now, like an in now that her best friend had an older sister who was like popular. I don't even remember what happened because like there was so much random little stuff that happened between me and Jessica that year. But after one of like the drama things we went through, I wasn't friends with Jessica on Facebook, obviously, but for whatever reason, and to this day, I know I didn't do anything because Haley apologized to me like months later, and I was like, did I do anything? And she's like, no, I was just being like an asshole. Like, you literally didn't do anything. So, like, to this day, I know I did nothing to Haley to make her do this, but she saved a picture. So, after me and Jessica had gotten in like some other drama, Haley, like, trying to fit in, saved a picture from Google Images of a horse and posted it to um, Jessica's wall. And she added like a little winky face on. Like she posted it and like added a winky face. Um, like just being petty for no reason. Mm. And I wasn't friends with Jessica, obviously, so I didn't see it. I'm assuming this one is like the veggie tempura one. Um, yeah, because I got like two veggie ones just because. So my friends, like, who were friends with both of them, like, immediately started like messaging me on Facebook and were like, hey, did you see what Haley posted to Jessica's wall? And I was like, no. Obviously, I'm not friends with her. I can't see it. And then they were like, well, she posted a picture of a horse to her wall with a winky face, like clearly talking about you. So I was like, what the heck? Because, like, me and Haley hadn't really talked in a while, but, like, that's why it was even more confusing, because I was like, okay, well, obviously, like, if I haven't talked to you, there's, like, nothing I could have done to, like, piss you off, you know? And so, like, me being the little bitch I was, I immediately, like, messaged her, and I was like, hey, like, why, like, what's going on? Like, why are you mad? Like, why did you post that to her wall? Like, did I do something, you know? She didn't respond. Like, I don't think at that point on Facebook you could see if anyone read your message or not, but I was, like, waiting for a response all night, and she never responded. So, I was talking to my friend. She actually watches my videos, which is funny, so she'll know if she's watching this what I'm talking about. But I was talking to my friend about it, and I was like, yeah. Like, I was mad at the time when I was, like, that night when I was talking to her, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to talk to her tomorrow. Kind of, like, feeling bold, you know, like, the night before, like, oh, I feel so bold. I'm going to, like, confront her, like, in person, like, why she's freaking posting about me, you know? And so she's like, oh, yeah, good idea. Like, I'll be there with you when it happens. And I was like, okay, cool. So then the next day at school, I'm, like, kind of keeping my eye out in the halls for Haley because I was planning to, like, talk to her after school, so I didn't want to, like, run into her then before that. Um, oh, no. Ooh, I hate when there's too much soy sauce on them. I don't know how many. Dear Lord, baby Jesus. Um, and I honestly didn't really even want to see her because I was, you know how when you're mad at first, you're, like, feeling bold, and then, like, later on, like, when you're kind of over it, you're like, I was like, why did I tell my friend I was going to talk to her in person? Like, now I kind of have to. I can't be, like, a little bitch and be like, oh, I don't want to anymore. You know what I mean? So I didn't really want to see her. But I was, like, kind of looking around, like, during passing, like, you know, like, where is she? Mm. And then sixth period gets over, which is the last period of the day. And I am nervous at this point, okay? Like, I hate confronting people. I was nervous to talk to her. Like, I was like, I don't want to do this. Like, I hope she's not there. But so me and my friend, well, we had, like, a group of friends that were there, but um, the girl that I told I was going to confront, Haley, was with me after school. And we were just hanging out in the lobby kind of waiting, but, like, hanging out in a bigger group too. And so eventually, like, I didn't see Haley, but my friend was like, hey, Megan, like, Haley's over there. And I was like, oh, shit, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go over there. And so Haley was actually in a group of girls that I knew didn't like me because they were friends with Jessica, right? Because that's, like, who she hung out with at that point. Um, and so I was like, well, I don't want to go over there and confront her because like I'm kind of outnumbered. Like they all don't like me, and she doesn't like me, and it could just like end badly. And so and so um, I called her name. I was like, hey Haley, can you come here for a sec? I want to talk to you. And so I like vividly remember she used to do like this walk where I don't know why she did it because it looked kind of weird, but it was basically she would like sashay her hips and like walk really slowly to try to look like cool and like she didn't care, like just like I don't even know how to explain it. Like I wish I had like a video of it or something, but so she did like her little like saunter over. Um, and when she got over there, I was like, so why are you like why did you post that to her wall? Like why are you talking shit on Facebook? You know what I mean? And I don't even remember what she said, like what her response was. But she said something and then she like immediately tried walking away. Um and like when she tried walking away, like so her friends at that point were behind her, but she intentionally when she tried walking away, she tried walking past me, right? So in the opposite direction of her friends, just so she could like when she walked by, she like bumped my shoulder like super hard. Like very intentionally. It wasn't like an accident, you know? And so I don't know why, because I was like super nervous up until that point. But the second she bumped my shoulder, like, I don't think I've ever been that mad at that point in my life. I had never been that mad. And I don't think I've ever been that mad since. Like, I don't know why. I think it was just like all this shit I had to put up with that group of girls. Like, the second she hit my shoulder, I just got so mad. Like, I was pissed. Like, I'd never understood when people were like, yeah, I'm so mad. Like, I'm shaking. Or, like, I'm so mad. Like, I'm going to, like, hit a wall. But, like, that's what I felt like. Like, I was just pissed. And so, she didn't really get a chance to, like, get by me. I literally just shoved her, like, as hard as I could. Just shoved her back and, like, pounced on her. And like, okay, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. Like, fighting's not funny, but just thinking about myself doing this, I'm just like, why? Pounced on her and like just started like hitting her, and she was so taken aback, I think, that she didn't even get a chance to like really hit me. I was like on her on the ground, and the fight only lasted like I don't know, maybe like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, just because people were already watching because they heard me yell her name and like people knew like drama was going on between us, so people were like kind of like already like watching us, you know. So this other girl like ended up pulling me off of her, um, but yeah, I just pretty much attacked her, um, and I didn't get suspended or anything because it was after school and there was like no teachers around. I didn't get in trouble or anything, which thank God. But yeah, so I got pulled off of her. And then me and my friend just left after that. Like, we didn't want to stay around, obviously, in case we were going to get in trouble. I need to get better at using chopsticks. But I swear this sushi roll weighs like 5 pounds, so that's why it's so hard. At least that's what I'll say my excuses. So the drama between us stopped after that because I think she was like surprised that she like I actually like initiated a fight with her. But I remember when I got home on Facebook, I had like I don't know, probably like 6 or 7 posts like to my wall and messages of people being like, I'm so proud of you. Like, that was amazing that you stood up for yourself, blah, blah, blah. Which I think people just like knew that I had gone through like so much shit that year that they were like happy to see me like finally like actually stand up for myself. But yeah, and then I checked her wall because we were still friends at that point and she didn't have a single post on her wall. Sucks to suck. I don't think I'm gonna finish this one. I don't really like the veggie roll that much. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this mukbang. Thank you for watching and I will see you in next week's video.